James Gunn has a Batman dilemma when it comes to the new DCU. And you say, well, he's got Robert Pattinson, right? We've heard rumors that Robert Pattinson would be brought into the fold for the new kind of timeline and be put into the new DCU. And then James Gunn actually shot that down, said that rumor was completely false. So there's other rumors flying around. And as of right now, according to James Gunn, you will have Robert Pattinson's Batman, which is a very dark, gritty, visceral, boots on the ground type Batman. And I think his age is around 30, a little younger. And then we are going to have a new Batman that's going to go alongside a new, younger Superman. So here's the dilemma. How do you do that? How do you separate Robert Pattinson's Batman with another Batman in the DCU? Because you don't want to go around the same age. You don't want it to be really dark, gritty, visceral to the point where they're kind of just mimicking each other and people look at you and say, why didn't he just bring Pattinson's Batman over, right? So there's a dilemma there. And there's a couple options on how he can actually fix it. And I want to know which one you guys think is the best. This was an article over on The Direct. Welcome to the Chaos Multiverse, everybody. Chaos here. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you have those notifications on. So, as I said, as of right now, James Gunn said that rumor of Robert Pattinson's Batman coming to the new DCU was entirely untrue. Does that mean it might not change? Or does that mean it can't change? No, it doesn't. But as of right now, that's where we're at. So here's your options. First one is basically a fresh start. You get a brand new Batman that nobody's ever seen before, and you bring him in to the fold. But the question is, what age does he come in? A lot of people would automatically say, well, if you have a younger Superman, you bring in a younger Batman. I mean, kind of makes sense, but then again, Robert Pattinson's Batman is kind of in that younger age too. In the movie, he's 36 years old in real life. I think he's portraying a Batman around 30, just getting his chops going, right? So that may not be the right way. The next way is the Batfleck way. So you bring in an older Batman. I'm not saying Ben Affleck's gonna be Batman. I personally wouldn't mind, but you bring in an older one, a seasoned one that's been around the block, and maybe he tries to help mentor a younger Superman? I don't know. Could do an older take on it, perhaps. Could be something like that. I don't know. That would definitely differentiate him from Robert Pattinson's Batman. And I don't know. Maybe have that contrast between younger Superman, older Batman. The third one is they actually do pull Robert into the new DCU. I mean, I know he said it's untrue right now. That doesn't mean it can't change. And if you can't find an alternative that makes sense, that doesn't mirror and mimic what Pattinson's already doing, well, I mean, kind of what you're left with is usually the right answer, I guess, in that situation. So what would you guys think if they pulled Pattinson over? And the final one, it could be a Batman that has nothing to do with Bruce Wayne. Now, this one's probably not going to happen, and a lot of people would probably be upset if it did happen, but there's plenty of other characters that played Batman outside of Bruce Wayne. There was Terry McGinnis. There was most of the Robins. There was Dick Grayson. They could actually just go away and not use Bruce Wayne as the character at all. Who knows? I don't think that one's going to happen, but it could happen. And a lot of people are saying the Batman they bring into the new DCU needs to be a little more, not cosmic, because he's not a cosmic superhero, but it needs to be a little more, I don't know the word I'm looking for, just eccentric to a degree, because you have Robert Pattinson's very dark and visceral Batman, and you once again don't want to mirror him necessarily. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. But maybe you don't. And then maybe you go a little more whimsical. I'm not saying comedy or anything like that, but maybe more of a comic book vibe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Something's going to have to give, because he already said Batman's going to be a building block cornerstone piece, just like Superman is. So do we get a younger Batman? Do we get an older Batman? Do we get a mid-age Batman? Do we get a Batman that's not even Bruce Wayne? It's somebody else? Let me know what you guys think. I'll keep you posted.